Hello and welcome to the first of my 4 videos on a recent trip to Vietnam. It was cold and grey in England, decided on the Thursday and left on the Saturday, big plane all the way to Hanoi. Got there late at night, so straight to the hotel, and was met first thing in the morning by TV, who's our guide, a great guy, great host, and the rest of our party, and we set off in a coach through Old Town Hanoi, and you could get that kind of idea straight away that it's a very, very commercial place. This is the Temple of Literary, and it's set up in the kind of 1000s, so really started the start of Vietnam, and the children there were learning about the foundation of their country.
Look at this. We're in the temple complex of Vietnam. Isn't that great? Here's my tour party over here. There they are. My new friends.
These look like tombstones, but they're not. There's one for each person who's made a doctor, so there were many of those. It's not just for literature, it's religion as well. It's a Confucius temple. To my eyes, it looked pretty Chinese in style, but maybe Chinese or Vietnamese in style, I don't really know. But really quite dramatic as you go in. And in the courtyards as well, there are lots of little artefacts around the place which show the nature. Architecture is great, again very Eastern in style, which is what you'd expect. And this, as you go through, is more about literature, and once you're in there you can start to see this amazing calligraphy. I think that's the right word, but I've got quite a few photographs of this because I like it so much. The Vietnamese have given up now, and we've got a Roman alphabet, but this is still really quite something to admire, and it's an art form really, and here you can see it kind of mixed up with art. Now, this is the guy that set it all off. He was born in 1023. I think here he is with two of his relatives, and looking pretty magnificent up there on his throne. I love the buildings. This is the roofs, very terracotta tiles, overlinking and art as well, and a kind of few architectural features. So a great looking place, which is more than you can say for this French prison. It's a miserable looking place, a place of horror really. The Vietnamese were treated appallingly, but had a double-edged effect because it actually made them far more patriotic and resistant, despite the use of the guillotine. They lived in kind of squalid conditions, unlike the Americans. Hanoi, Hilton, they were looked after pretty well, but all the same, I was pretty glad to kind of get out of there. Then off we go for food. That was great. You can see that the Vietnamese eat a lot out on the street, but we went into our kind of first of many restaurants. Hanoi, you can see now there's lots of commerce, there's lots of motorbikes, and the shops are fantastic, kind of selling just about everything you could possibly imagine. And the other thing about Hanoi are the motorbikes or scooters. It's definitely scooter city.
Oh. Looks like we've got ourselves a convoy.
So in the evening, TV took us on a food tour of Old Town, and wherever we went you could see things being sold and things being eaten and scooters zipping around the place. This is the Old Town walls here, which is quite something. I think they're making rice noodles here, and a delicious meal. In fact, we had quite a few delicious meals. This is the railway area. There's actually a railway going through the middle. And by the end of the first day, we were all friends. That's really nice. One big happy group. Next day, this is a view from the hotel, and we set off for the bay, about 2 hours. This is a factory employing people affected by Agent Orange, which is a terrible thing, though the pictures, the lacquer paintings are just great. The harbour full of boats, bit commercial for my liking. But once we got out, you could start to see the beauty of the place unfolding, though I was a bit perturbed by the lack of sunshine. These ladies are busy selling things, a bottle of wine maybe, and this lady must have rode a long way, so it was quite something. Here's Shilpa enjoying herself, and you can see the colours aren't really kind of coming through yet. The scenery is dramatic, but the light could be better. All the boats were kind of congregating in a bay as we got towards evening. This brave group went off to go canoeing, and when they got back, the light was starting to fail and coming on all the boats. We all met up for nice drinks and spring rolls. We made spring rolls and they were absolutely delicious. And then Wanda, I think it was, yes, here she is, she went squid fishing.
Right, go get the motion right, up, down, a little twist at the top.
Next morning, yes, there's hope. Look at that sky. The clouds are definitely breaking up.
Well, we're waiting for this. It's kind of getting towards sunrise. It's all looking very beautiful. Got away from the other boats, and you can see what I'm waiting for over here as the sun finally coming up.
It's still early morning, but the colours are starting to come into these photographs. You can see the green there, and that's very promising. We left the boat because we were going to go on raft trips. That's very exciting. Little people fishing away, and this is the raft village. We all got into rafts, and off we went. And look, the sun's come out. We had the sun at the perfect time, which is really good. Starting to look very dramatic now. Everywhere you point your camera, you get a good picture. So really happy about that. And then we're going to go through this kind of tunnel. And here's our raft man. He's doing a very good job.
Here we are, the tunnel of death. In we go. Look, wow. Got a bit of video.
And then through the tunnel we would go, and Rachel organised this rather marvellous photograph here.
Oh, I'm going to sing now.
And there we are at the other end, and by now the light was perfect. These photographs are for Antonia because she thought it was a very handsome man, so here you are. He is a good looking boy, and yes, the light was perfect. We all had a really great hour or so. This is the other boat, and we have races. You can see us racing along here. Nothing better than a raft race. That was great fun. And here's a photograph of a raft race and going along nicely. And now we're back on board the boat. So I'm up on top deck now with Colin. We're kind of steaming back towards the harbour, but the light is perfect. Colin took these panoramas, so I took panoramas. These are my ones. I think they worked rather well. Yes, you can just see all the various different islands. It's quite something. There's thousands of them, and you can see that we're getting our way back towards harbour. Still some dramatic cliffs and hills and what have you. We went back past a place that recycled plastics. The rest went out in the evening to a puppet show, but I had a bad tummy, so stayed on board. And that's the end of our first video to Hanoi. Really good start. We're a happy bunch by now. I hope you join us for the second video. Bye bye.